I think the club definitely should get another centre forward. They've done everything they have to do for Nicholas. They've given him a new contract, but you can't keep relying on one person.
Yeah.
You can't keep... I remember when we were at the club, I spent 11 years there, played with the best striker that's ever played in the Premier League. What does Roman do every year? He brings in another striker, another top striker. We had the likes of Nicolas Anelka coming to the football club to help Didier Drogba.
Fernando Torres
coming to the football club to help Didier Drogba. Shevchenko coming to the football club to help Didier Drogba. It doesn't create a problem. It's a healthy competition. It helps the team. It doesn't create any problem. It's for the betterment of the football club.
Yeah.
He needs to get back to scoring goals and obviously tell me to shut up again.
Yeah.
But we start winning games again. That's all I want.
Haaland or Salah?
Oh my. I mean, that's a ridiculous question. You should be ashamed of yourself. Salah.
Salah or Aguero?
Salah.
Salah or Rooney?
Rooney.
Rooney or Benzema?
Rooney.
Rooney or Raul?
Rooney.
Rooney or Henry?
Whose idea was that? Henry.
Henry or Van Nistelrooy?
Henry.
Henry or Shevchenko?
Henry.
Henry or Ibrahimovic?
Henry.
Henry or Lewandowski?
Henry.
Henry or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo or Messi?
I knew it was going to come to the crunch. Messi.
Let's talk about Ronaldinho. If you take my generation, we're all gonna say Ronaldinho was favorite. His prime was maybe 2, 3, 4 years. He should have more, but what he bring on the pitch, thank you. This guy just brought us emotion. Those Brazilian people, players, they have something special, man. I don't know what, but they just play, they don't care. They play for fun, have fun. After the game, we're gonna drink a beer together, and that's football I love.
We always know we have good players who always try to get it right all of the time. Good morning and welcome to the Sports Republic Show. My name is Kizike and today we will be discussing the highly anticipated appointment of the permanent head coach for the Nigerian Super Eagles. We have breaking news in the Nigerian football scene as the NFF announces a new head coach for the Super Eagles. We will be examining the implications of the NFF latest decision and appointment of a permanent head coach for the Super Eagles. Football fans, we've got the scoop on the Super Eagles' new head coach. Let's dive in, but I would love to ask this question. Obviously, everybody knows the wait is over, right? But will the new head coach now live up to expectation? Will he live up to expectations? That's a question. Join us as we discuss these. And also, the second one I'll be asking is this the turning point for Nigerian football? We are analyzing the NFF discussion about appointing a new head coach. Tell me, what does this mean for the future of the Super Eagles? Let's do this talk together. Is this to say that the new head coach appointed by the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) is better off than what we have here in Nigeria? You know, is he better off than all of the local coaches? I'm liking his name if not for any reason. Éric Chelle, we know his story. But then, let's talk about this today. We have guests on the show, like a full house. And later on, we'll be connecting live virtually with our guests. Yes, a lady this time around. A lady that's Itoha Mozopai, season reporter as well. Also talking about she's shooting reporter as well. So that's the word. We'll bring her on the show so we talk more. But I have Olamide. I have Ikechukwu. You'll see them very soon. Don't worry. But let's start off with the first one. The new job. No longer news that NFF names Éric Chelle as the new Super Eagles coach. When I said it to Ikechukwu on radio, yes, VOP, like Voice of the 90.3 FM, he said to me, is he not that man that pouring water on his head? And like, it's the coach. So the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) on Tuesday announced the appointment of ex-Malian coach Éric Chelle as the new head coach for the Super Eagles. Barely an hour after NFF President Ibrahim Musukuzo assured Nigerians in his New Year message that they will announce a new coach very soon. The Federation spokesman, Dr. Ademola Olajibe, confirmed the appointment of Shell in a press release to newsmen. The Executive Committee of the Nigerian Football Federation has endorsed the recommendation of its Technical and Development Subcommittee for the appointment of Éric Chelle as head coach of the Nigerian senior national team, Super Eagles to be exact. Dr. Olajire wrote this in our opening like a press statement. And I'll tell you, at its meeting held in Abuja on Thursday, 2nd January 2025, the NFF Technical and Development Subcommittee had recommended. So it's not just a mere call. But I tell you that Chelle, the man you have on your screen, his selection was recommended by the NFF Technical and Development Subcommittee. And then we are waiting to know. Chelle previously served as the head coach, for those who are asking, of Mali national team during the African Cup of Nations AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, where he guided the team to the quarterfinals. Mali's journey ended with the narrow extra time loss to host nation, that's the Ivorian. Now, it would interest you to know that Chelle was the top pick of the NFF. From three-man shortlist, with the coach getting the backing of the NFF president Ibrahim Musokuzo this time around, after rejecting his appointment in July last year. So he's on the job, but he one time, rejected our call. Now, Chelle, you need to know, who have 5 caps for the Alliance of Mali and coach clubs such as GL's Consulate, FC Matigues, Boulogne, and MC Oran, he has been the head coach of the Alliance since 2022. At the 23 Nations Cup, I told you, like his highest level has been what? The quarterfinal. He's 47 years, and then talking about playing wise, he had some spells in the French side, Valenciennes, Lens, Israel, Chamos, Motais in France during his playing career. I tell you, you need to know this. His appointment is with immediate effect, and he has the responsibility of guiding the Super Eagles to earn a ticket to the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals, with the next round of matches scheduled for match day 5 and 6 taking place in March. So this is January, February, March, we're close. Yes, welcome to Voice of the People TV. Yes, you already know my name is Kizike. Yes, I have a man on the show. When our guest connected, tell me, yes, she's here with us. I have Olamide. He's been here before, not the first time. But you see on this talk, he said, I must be part of this show. I'm like, okay, you need to talk about this one. And then I have also Ikechukwu. So great to have you guys. Welcome to the show this morning.
It's good to be on the show this morning.
Yeah, good to be.
It's good to be
People
here.
are not sounding like people that have our new coach. You're not sounding. You need to be excited, super excited. Like the new coach.
We have a new coach.
See, I have to be truthful. I'm
We
not
have a new
excited.
coach.
Wait, what?
We have a new coach.
Are you happy? Yeah, are you really happy?
Yay!
Wait, Alami, what did you say?
I'm not excited at all.
Why?
If after 6 to 7 months of searching for a coach, what you can bring to the Nigerian people is Éric Chelle, then we need to ask at the NFF that what was the criteria being chosen, being taken into consideration when appointing Éric Chelle.
Right.
Because you can't tell me 6, 7, 8 months is too long for you not to even decide, even the person who left the job, Austin Iguavon, for me personally, from my point of view, I think is better, far better than this. Yes.
Is there anything we were going to have that Nigerians will be satisfied? I'm not saying it's a good coach. I'm just saying, can you not celebrate this one now? Most celebrate our first. Just come now.
See, I think that's what we do, and that's the mistake we make as Nigerians. We tend to celebrate things when they ought not to be celebrated.
Goodness.
We are supposed to focus on what is this thing bringing to the table. What are the plans? How are we supposed to achieve those plans? Let us achieve the aim first, or let us even make those steps first before we start celebrating. What's there to celebrate in this coach? He doesn't even know what it takes to even win a trophy or to even qualify to any
He
World
does
Cup.
not know.
He has he qualified for a
He
World
has
Cup
not.
before?
But you cannot. I mean, with the quality Nigeria have now.
You are going to war and you are selecting someone who will lead you there, and the person has not even been to a war front before. So what's your chances of even going there to even make any impact at all?
Okay.
So if I think Nigeria as a nation, with the caliber of players we have in our team, we are the most valuable team in Africa.
Right.
And even we call ourselves giant of Africa, we can't even bring a proper coach who we know, we can even envisage that this person will take us to this World Cup. No.
Alamide, your mouth is not good.
No,
which one is the proper coach?
Okay, let's look at Mali, the team is coming from.
Yeah.
Comoros is the one topping the group chart. Where he won just 1 match out of 4.
And
then Nigeria is trusting that same
coach. He was laid off.
He was laid off. So you can see, look at his achievement. Look at the teams he has already coached before in the past. What are his achievement there? He was being sacked after just 1 or 2 years.
Okay, I understand how you feel, or you're not happy. I mean, one thing I want to pick from you is the fact that you said after a long time.
After a long time,
this is not the kind of coach we expected. That I will take from you.
Yes.
But you said it's not a proper coach. I'm just wondering that word, proper coach.
You see, when you want to sign a coach, you look at what you want to achieve. At least, if the coach is not beyond what you want to achieve, it should be in that range. Like, it should have the experience of what is on ground. Now, Nigeria as a whole even is a little bit of step ahead of the experience of this coach we are bringing to the table. So what is the correlation between what the coach will bring and what we already have on ground? He lost at he couldn't even get to the semi-final. Nigeria's runner-up. So we are even better than
the one
that left. Like, it's even better than the one who's coming.
Is this a step back?
That's so many steps back.
Okay. All right. So we have Ikechukwu on the show. Just maybe, I think Ikechukwu might want to go with the, he, like you said, he was excited. He said, yes, we have a new coach. I think he should be happy. This is like one of the coaches. These are the words that they say. It wasn't long Amadio Pinnick told us he knows. But he told the lady, he said, I will not unveil the name till they do. And he said one word, enterprising coach. So the question I'm asking you now, is this the enterprising coach? Is this the grade A coach that we talked about? Is this the long-awaited coach? Is this man better off? I'm just saying, that's like from the presenter's view. Okay, Ikechukwu just do justice to this. Ikechukwu, I'm happy you are happy. Celebrate Éric Chelle. Celebrate him.
Okay, so, yes, this might not be the best. This might not be a grade A coach.
Yeah.
But then, looking at Éric Chelle, I don't want to judge him by what happened in Mali.
Okay.
If you look at the Nations Cup, Mali played a very exciting brand of football.
Yeah.
They lost agonizingly to the eventual winners, Côte d'Ivoire. Actually, the Ivorians actually tore the Super Eagles to shreds in that final.
Yeah.
But that game against Mali, they actually in fact, they were lucky to qualify. Mali were far by all miles the better side in that particular championship.
Yeah.
It happens in football. Sometimes you might not have a very good start. Who will believe Zinedine will win a treble for Real Madrid? He will triple the Champions League. Nobody would have thought so, right? Something a Carlo Ancelotti cannot do, but then he has done it. Éric Chelle has, I mean, if you look at his career trajectory, you might want to say, okay, he might not have had all of the experience. Why? But comparing him to the likes of Eguavon, I mean, we saw Eguavon play. We saw his last 2 games, how disastrous it was. Let's compare him to Eguavon. And this guy has managed a Division 2 side in French League.
Yeah.
Right. And currently he's managing one of the strongest leagues in Africa. Nigerian League is way better. Way bigger than Nigerian League. And then if you look at this MCO run, it's actually one of the top 10 strongest club sides in Nigerian League. No disrespect to, Eguavon. But then how, outside the Super Eagles job, what is his experience? So this is actually a step further. Trust me. You might not like it. It might not be the best you would think about in the market, but this is a way bigger step ahead of what we have.
Okay, you're not disappointed.
Well,
after a long wait,
I'm not going to say I'm disappointed totally. I would have said I'm disappointed if eventually it ends up being Eguavon taking us to the finals.
Yeah.
Yes, Nigeria is actually in the same position Mali is World Cup qualifying. So this is an opportunity for him to actually make amends of the situation. See, it is still very early. The Super Eagles have a very rich squad, the same way Mali has a very rich squad. So you might start.
Allow me to make the point here before we connect to our guest, the lady who is just on the sideline, Ito Mozopai, our shooting sports reporter. Before we connect live, we'll get to talk virtually. Let's get on the part. Allow me to make a statement. He said for him, it's a no-go area. It's not a proper coach, and he talked about where quarterfinals was like his highest on the shores of Africa. I mean, he was laid off. And he talked about Nigeria being to the runners-up position. And now we are going... See, I want to say from the perspective of African saying, he knows the game, right? But after that long wait, now this man, I will feel brave.
Kizzy, the first question you did... The first point you raised was, his closest was the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
The first question I'll ask, how many Nations Cup has he, led the team to? This is just his only first Nations Cup, right? The first Nations Cup might not be good. For me, it's actually a learning curve for him in that championship. Nations Cup is actually a very big championship, right? And see, you might have a very good squad. And eventually, you might not make it to the finals.
Yeah.
Portugal has a very rich squad. You cannot compare that Portuguese squad to the teams that made it to the semi-finals in the World Cup, like Croatia. Yeah. But sometimes things will happen in championship and you will not just get that thing you're hoping for. This is a qualifying series, more like a league title, more like a league chase rather. We're hoping, or we want to see this man bring his egg. See, the way this man actually approached, because see, in that
I won't say I'm happy, and I won't say I am not happy, because to me, I feel that Austin Egwa is doing a good job with the Super Eagles. I don't know, this is not a stop, you know, about what he had before announcing as the newly appointed coach last night, you know. So I think that I made a post on my social, one of my socials this morning, that we don't, we support, we don't condemn. You know, I am not that journalist who condemns, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel that if the NFF, if the people in the NFF think that is okay, good enough to take the Super Eagles, the Super Eagles job, who am I? I would also support. I will agree with them and support him. But I do not think that I do not think he's better Coach Austin, you know. So we know that it took Mali to the AFCON, like you and the other guys rightly said, the 2023 AFCON that was played last year, and we saw that he didn't get to the final, you know, the semi-final rather. So he didn't do anything special, anything extraordinary to think that is the man in Super Eagles job. So, like I said, I am not happy, but I am not disappointed, not surprised, you know. And I would just give him my support. Give him my support as a football-loving Nigerian and a Super Eagles fan, beyond a journalist.
Okay, yes, yeah, Itoha, I know you're sounding from her. I know you're sounding from a reporter's point of view, Nigerian's point of view. See, not every Nigerian person happy. I will bring some of the tweets so we see what people have posted out. A lot of people are not happy because the wait. So let me ask you, sorry to say, is it better off than all of the coaches we have in Nigeria? I'm just saying.
No, I don't think, I said it before, I don't think it's better than what we had. The appointment was announced. I don't think it's better than Coach Guavon. I believe that Coach Austin Guavon would have been able to qualify us to the we drew 1-1 Ghana in Abuja, and we all decided us as one who was in charge of the team. You know that the last this and like Olamide rightly said, that what were the criteria used by the who was in charge of the team. You know that the last this and like Olamide rightly said, that what were the criteria used by the NFF to get to appoint this same and Éric Chelle. You know, so I do not know the criteria, and sometimes the NFF just know how to disappoint our feelings, you know, with the crop of coaches they appoint. I still believe in our indigenous coaches. So I do not know. I am indifferent when it comes to this particular issue.
Okay, all right. So let's bring it back to the studio. Let's talk. While some people are saying they are cool with him, some are not cool, but we would want to let you know that according to reports revealed, VOP TV Sports learned that Éric Chelle took a huge pay cut. Chelle took a huge pay cut to become the new coach for the Super Eagles. The former Mali handler quit his post, so he was on the job. It wasn't like he's just out there. He was on the job as the Algerian club MC ran by mutual consent this week, so as to take over the Super Eagles. A top source reported that he learned that he earned a lot more with the Algerian club side, like he was earning more at his previous club, I mean, where he was working, than he'll be earning with the Super Eagles. And this is because he strongly believes that we have the quality of players in Nigeria who can turn around the fortunes of the country's fading 26 World Cup hopes. Now, although that is the main task he was hired for, the Nigerian side. If there's anything at this point, you ask any sport-loving person out here, all we are thinking at this point is we want to be at the World Cup. It was Rivalry also gathered that he will sign a 2-year contract that will cover the remaining 2026 World Cup qualifiers as well as the 2025 AFCON in Morocco. His agent, we also gathered that, has already arrived in Nigeria to agree the personal terms for the 47-year-old. But please note, the Nigerian Football Federation has appointed Mali ex-coach, Éric Chelle, as the new head coach of Nigeria's senior men's national football team, making him the third person to take charge of the Super Eagles since the resignation of Jose Peseiro in March 2024. Any pressure for this man coming on the job right now?
The only pressure is for him to actually just make sure he qualifies Super Eagles. That's the only pressure. The pressure is already on him. This is a opportunity for him to actually, change his fortune. I mean, the first time he actually handled the national team, he actually handled the best team in Africa at the point. I mean, Mali had one of the best, the best team rather, one of the best teams in Africa, and they had a very exciting style of play under him. So at this point, moving down to, Nigeria, it's actually an upgrade for him. A lot of people want to say he's using Nigeria Super Eagles to actually upgrade his CV. Yes, you want to say that. The Super Eagles is a way bigger brand than Mali. But then, I've seen this guy handle teams. It's just like what we talked about Ruben Amorim before he joined United. We saw him. It's not about winning. We saw how he actually handled the Sporting Lisbon side, how he actually set up his team, and that's exactly what I saw. What I saw in this man, and I want to believe that's exactly what the NFF also saw in this man. Why they hired him. See, you might not have all of the laurels as a manager. You might not be so well decorated. I mean, this is a manager who is just barely starting his career as a manager. So yes, an ex-player, just like Eguavon. Eguavon, we've seen him. Yes, he's got his own tactical strength, but Eguavon's tactical flaw is actually how to actually manage game when it becomes difficult. He loses his
So you think Éric Chelle has it?
He's
better off than Eguavon for you?
Tactically, yes, he's better.
Okay, what about you? And the pressure for him, taking over this side that we've got quality. Before we get to the comments, we have a lot of comments here.
Well, I think I agree with some of the things he said. Like so many people say he will use it to boost his CV or something like that. Yes, this is a learning curve for him, and it's also a chance for him to show what more he has, to offer Nigerian football. Since he has shown Mali for his first appearance at the African Cup of Nations, he didn't really do bad for them, taking them to the quarterfinals. But if we look at the flip side, he really has nothing so much to lose because coming into the thing, right on your CV, you have it there, and that's a plus for you, which means you are gaining the money, you are gaining the knowledge, you are gaining the advantage to manage those top stars like Victor Osimhen and the likes. So even if we don't qualify, you have a lot of things to gain. So Nigeria has more to lose than the coach. So
Nigeria have more to lose than the coach.
Yes.
Okay, Itoha. Any pressure for Éric Chelle? Look at that picture we have on the screen. That's when it was so hot. And so I think it's coming. Just like, I don't know if there's a pressure from you. Do you think there's a pressure from the Super Eagles? Because at this point, our ultimatum, all we think, all we see, all we sleep right now is to be part of the USA, Canada, Mexico World Cup coming to 2026 and it's that close. How big is this for Éric Chelle?
I think that the pressure will be on him. Like one of your guys in the studio rightly said that the Super Eagles is a bigger brand compared to where he coached, the team he coached before accepting this job. So accepting the job, it's not like he did us a favor. Rather, he did himself a favor to upgrade the CV.
Really?
So
really,
it should even be. Yes, he should be happy that he accepted the Super Eagles job and he accepted the pay cut, to upgrade his CV. And I think that, coming to manage a team that has the likes of Victor Osimhen, the current African Player of the Year, Ademola Lookman, and the other big names in the team, it's a kind of, you want to, Kizzy, you agree with me that if you were the one who accepted the job, you will want to do all you can, to make sure that you get them the Super Eagles or Nigerian, the World Cup ticket. So he understood the contract before the terms of the contract before accepting it. So he knows now that is going to get us nothing but the World Cup ticket. So I think that the pressure will be on him. And let's not forget again that we finished second at the last AFCON. So now somebody coming to accept a job of a team that finished second at the last competition would want to get them the trophy. So I let me speak for myself.
Yeah.
I as a Super Eagles fan, I will not accept anything less than a silverware from this same coach. When the AFCON, when the AFCON tournament starts this year. So I think that he should have this at the back of his head or his mind, that to get us the trophy this time around, the AFCON trophy, and to qualify us to the 2026 World Cup, like I rightly said. So I think, to answer your question in a nutshell, I think that he is under pressure. He is, of course, under pressure. He will be thinking of how to get us the World Cup ticket. So yes, he's under pressure.
Okay, let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's be sincere, right? I have a man here on the show. Ikechukwu would never agree that the point is far. But let's look at those. Yeah, let's look at the World Cup qualifier. Let's talk about those on top, like ahead of Nigeria. We are coming second from back. So we carry second from back. So we get level from back. Now, looking out from the high side, you have the Rwanda side ahead of Nigeria, Benin Republic ahead of Nigeria, South Africa, Lesotho. No disrespect to this countryside, but be sincere. I mean, tell me how you feel about this, Etoha. Do you see Nigeria? Let's be sincere. We have a coach now. We will celebrate him. But do you see the Super Eagles making it to the World Cup?
Yes, this is not me being sentimental. I think that the Super Eagles will make it to the World Cup. Like I said, we have good quality players who can still get us the ticket. So look at the opponents we have in our group. We have Zimbabwe. Am I right?
Yeah, that's Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is down. Last of the
Zimbabwe, Rwanda, South Africa. I think Benin again.
Lesotho and Rwanda. Yeah.
Okay, Lesotho. Fine. These are nowadays, people believe that there are no minnows in football, but I still believe that there are still minnows in football, and these are minnows in football. Lesotho. We have played Lesotho at the National Stadium at Lagos that I covered. I think 2021 AFCON also. These are people that this is a country that I have seen their game against the Super Eagles. I do not think that these people will take us out of the group. So I still believe that no matter who this is not me trying to talk somehow now. No matter who they hire as, though Eguavon did not qualify the last time, but I think that now the crop of players we have now, they know that okay, since they couldn't qualify the last time, they would want to be in the next World Cup. So I think that we will qualify. This coach, Eric, will qualify us to the World Cup.
Okay, yes. So let's quickly get on the comments that we have here. Keep them coming as well, please. We have this one that says this new coach salary is what NFF can afford for now. He said, I'll say, okay. He talked about the money. He said, I'm sure. Let me not talk about the money for now. When I was saying criteria is salary, and he said, one said, sir. Okay, he was asking questions to one of you. He said, how, sir? Eguavon better than Sir Eric. Okay. There's a Yoruba language here. He said he will perform. I don't know. Hello for Kambe. I don't know what he's saying, but I mean, shout out to you. And this one says, what?
Hello, go and calm down. Hello,
okay, that's the word. Thank you so much. And then Idris is saying, why don't laugh at me now? Come on, don't do that. We're national TV. And Idris is saying, Mali don't have the same players as Nigeria. Meanwhile, that guy manager. Meanwhile, he guided them, I guess he was trying to say, to the quarterfinals. And one is saying, Lugben Gabamidele is saying, Eagles really don't need a coach. They need camping time, not 3 days camping. And then Idris is saying, tell me, which Nigerian local coach, the National League, he said, which Nigerian local coach to the Nations Cup reach? Okay, that's the question. Asking 1 to 4 in the semifinals. And then give the man support. That's what we are saying. And he said the system of the pattern he played with Mali is so good in 2004 Nations Cup. And Ade has come to say, Olisa is we are going here. Say Olisa is a very way better coach. These guys just want someone they can control. I don't know. It's not me. It's on the mobile here. And also Idris is saying, Idris Akambi from Benin Republic. So one is saying Sia is a better coach. For goodness sake, why you go for Eric Chelle? And then we have more. Keep them coming. This one is saying Eric is way better than Eguavon. Let's stop this support local coach rubbish. Really? And the man was saying, truth be told, Nigeria doesn't have a sound coach at the moment. So you mean say all the effort they do now will not get anything. So all this our hustle they do now. Wait, this coach will not go waste time. Surprising coach will don't get. Now you say we not get okay. Control. I don't know about the control team. Yes, and this was saying Eric played for Mali between 2004 to 2006, and Evans is saying, what will it take Nigeria to train its local coach by formidable? Late Onye Kanweno described Nigeria as a wasteful country as far back in 1983. Not with me go come the ask whether Nigeria is a wasteful country. I know we're talking, but that's the message from Evans. Please keep them coming. Let's talk about what fans are saying, the reaction now, so you can hear for yourself, you can see for yourself. People are not really happy about it. The man I'm having here close to me, Olamide, is saying, not like he's a bad coach, but for the time wastage, like the time wasted, we wasted a lot of time. World-class coach is coming, grade A coach is coming, Kuzo is on this one, John Eno, when he was the sport minister, a lot was said. But let's talk about from AFCON tears. That picture, when did they pour water for your head? You hot that time. From AFCON tears to Super Eagles job. Let's talk about Nigerians' reaction to Éric Chelle's appointment. Former Lions defender Éric Chelle has officially been named as the new head coach for the Nigerian Super Eagles. The Nigerian Football Federation NFF confirmed the appointment on Tuesday, ushering in what many hope will be a transformative era for the Super Eagles. Chelle is 47, and he brings a mix of experience from both his playing days in the French Ligue 1 side and his managerial stint, which include coaching the Malian national team. His immediate focus will be on Nigeria's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, where the Super Eagles face pivotal matches against Rwanda and Zimbabwe in March, respectively. Now, there are divided opinions among Nigerian fans, Super Eagles fans. The announcement of Chelle appointment has sparked a wave of reactions from fans and pundits, many of whom expressed disappointment over the timing, like he rather said here, over the timing and choice of coach. On social media, we go bring a making a see him. Now X, he don't trend, we go see him, we go call their name, everything did it. Now, on social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, some Nigerians voiced their disapproval. There was also a debate about the wisdom of hiring an African coach, with critics arguing that if the NFF was going to hire a foreign manager, they should have sought out one from Europe or possibly South America. Others, however, defended Chelle's appointment, citing his tactical acumen as a work he has done with the Malian side. But some people have called it a rocky introduction. But I'll tell you, Chelle's stand-up begins under immense scrutiny, with many recalling the comical yet telling moment from his managerial past. So we know the story, quarterfinal and the rest of that. Let's get on the comments. Let's bring them. That's what we can talk about it. The comments that we have, the comments that have gone viral. Not be saying that we talk on our X. We did there. We carry on comment and they see one by one. You know, some people not see. That's how life works. Sometimes people will not like you, some will like you. But I think it's got a job to prove. Now, this one says, the question was asked there, Éric Chelle has been appointed, okay, blah, 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 the talk. And he's saying, you can see his name. He said, what a joke. Someone who got sacked by Mali. We're not really serious for this country. You see that message? And let's have another one. That's the post. This one is saying, peak fooling, no World Cup for Super Eagles. So this guy now, what did we name that time? Jamike, at official_Jamike, he's coming to say there's no way. Say not go work. Say now, peak fooling. Say, so with this man will get no World Cup. That's what he's saying, not me though. Let's get more. Okay. Those people know they get. Just say, I hope he proves me wrong. He arrives with zero expectations. I'm liking that talk. He said majority of the media don't like him, which is an advantage. So we hold this to a high esteem. He said majority of the media don't like him, so no much expectations from him. And Soles Chukwu has come to say, really? Like Éric Chelle as a coach? His Mali played the best football at last year's AFCON. For me again, though an appointment of this caliber could have been made 6 months ago. If you make fans wait this long, you are conditioning them to expect something properly cynic. And that's absolutely true. This is just what it is. Let's talk more. What do we have more? And this one is saying, so he better pass our people. And he did, okay, decide. All right. What more do we have here? Let's see. Okay. Question out. Malian as a Super Eagles coach. Not Naramalio. This is a poster out there you can see. But, and this reply says, logically, I would say if he's competent, that should be no issue. We believe, for me, I believe that for NFF to give you a job, I mean, they're competent now, so that's what it is. He said, but again, this question I did boss my Shakwanene 2 seconds. He said, is he the best we can get? Not me go ask, because if you get a number, if you contract, I will tell you. And this one says, this either shows our lack of faith in our home-based managers. So there's a comparison out here with the local manager we have in the country, and also Éric Chelle. And when as far as saying, or how badly our system is, even with our population, we have to look up to other African countries. And the last one he said, sad one. Do we have more? He plenty, but no, we just do a few. Do we still have more there? Yeah, okay, this one says, insult to Nigerian indigenous coaches and Nigeria at large, and Nigerians at large. You can see all of those posts. Not funny. If they're small, let's get on more because it's quite plenty. Okay, now this picture, now they cost while at that time. You now see this picture? This picture, eh? You get as now your sister coach now they pour out for head though. You don't hook her. So if you ask the coach waiting for studio, now I go tell you say, waiting to go make the employee coach will be say, say Mali job not even too big reach Nigeria because all the player who get for the country say too much. Now make your sister coach they pour water for your head. Now this guy, this judge at your bam, you know you get joy. Now you say, he say, not be this same gaffer. Not be this same gaffer experience high fever and blood pressure post game at the last AFCON. So we want to be rushing him to the hospital from the touchline bar. You dey see wetin Nigeria with the talk. You dey see, I bet if you don't do, see, men cannot come back. See, see, people are not really happy. So see, people, I don't want to say majority of the people are not really happy about Éric Chelle's coming, but you don't use your eye, you don't see him. Wait till you talk now. You see him. Some are saying no expectation, he's going to do well, he has to prove us right. Some are saying with the pressure we will get for Nigeria like this now, the pressure we will give now, say we'll figure the carry the gospel. Now Lamba be that one. So what's your take about this, Itohan?
On NFF Facebook page last night when they made the announcement, and I read someone's comment. He said, "No be that culture that they pour water for head for AFCON." Meaning say, we go need to sign some agreement with water company, bottled water company, so that they go pour enough water. Well, somebody said this time around this river they will pour because our players can be disappointed sometimes. So I understand the frustration of these fans. You know, I understand their disappointment. They felt that, you know, that we believe in Nigeria, yes, that we are the giants of Africa. So they felt that if we are coming, if the NFF are coming with a digital, a foreign coach, it should be an European. You know, they didn't expect, of course, obviously they weren't expecting an African coach because it's just like Folian, like say people will better pass. When, you know, we will be giants of Africa, the Congo, they bring one of the people who better pass, make it on the leader. So I understand all those stuff, all those, you know, their concerns. But I don't think it works that way. If you are experienced, you are experienced. Whether you are from Togo or you are from Benin, you know, this is football. It's not about being giants of Africa or competing on any ground. You know, but I would still say, if you like Kizike, if you like, ask me next year, I will still talk and say, I don't think that this man will do better pass Senegal. So anybody can express disappointment. As football fans, you know, some people we like some things. Some people no will like some things. So everybody, at the end of the day, everybody is has their opinion, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. So it's all right. It's all right. They can be venting their displeasure on social media. It's all right. They are football fans after all, and they are Nigerians after all. So that's just it.
Okay, so let me hold you on that. While you talk about Iguavon, we just learned, I mean, that according to a report just recently, this one says, Iguavon, according to the gaffer, he said, last night I received a call. It's like it's breaking, so we'll tell you more about it, but this according to report. Last night I received a call from Ghana Football Management offering me the position of a manager for the Ghana senior team. Now they want to say congratulations to Augustine Iguavon on his appointment by Ghana to manage the Black Stars. That's the man you have on your screen. He brought up those guys. They've been doing on the chance setup, but that's how big it is. It's so funny. But let's talk about the fans' reaction. Which of them struck your mind?
Which one of them?
Which of those posts struck your mind? Like all those posts? Because one is saying about hospitals, pressure is too much. I don't know.
Well. When we talk about pressure, it's normal for every coach to feel pressured, unless if you've not played that high caliber match whereby you're winning and almost in the brink of you clinching the win, your opponent just turns it around and you know they defeat you. So yeah, I think it's just normal. It's just his own way of, you know, calming down himself, maybe by pouring water on his head. But what I think what is important is that the NFF needs to support this our new coach. Even you don't even need the support of the fans too much, but because Nigerian fans now, they don't just support you blindly. You have to, at least, maybe you would have won the first match, maybe by 2-goal or a 3-goal margin, or by your gameplay. Nigerians love, you know, when you entertain them and you also deliver results. So I think if you look at most of our foreign coaches in the past, they always end up having issues with the NFF when it comes to payment.
Yeah.
So now, if they give this coach the full support, I think he can actually turn things around, because right now Nigerians are not in the same good mood with him.
Okay.
So you just have something to just prove them wrong with just a game and with support of the NFF.
All right, so support of the
fine.
NFF is inevitable. That's massive. That's what we want. Immediate, right? Regardless of the short period of time, because you could tell me, people are saying the NFF, for this comment, okay, before I come with you, people are saying the NFF always like to bring in people or someone they can control. But one message I have here is saying, what will it take Nigeria to train its local coaches to be, okay, I got this one before. And he's saying nothing less nonsense. Why are we, what about the reactions from Nigerians?
Well, Kizzy, I mean, these questions are actually multifaceted, and we cannot actually do justice to all of it now. Talking about, you know, why are we not training our coaches and all of that. I think we've spoken about it once here, but then let me talk about the elephant in the room, which is this new manager. Okay. Right. So the thing is, I want to believe that a lot of persons didn't watch Mali at the AFCON. We just focus on the Super Eagles, and that's why they are quite surprised. This guy lost that game. It was unfair because they were by far the better side.
No, they had a very
sometimes the best team don't even win championships.
Yes.
Right. Now, again, in that same tournament, this guy dispatched South Africa, our biggest fear in this particular group, 2-0, convincingly and comfortably.
Yeah.
We have a better set of players than Mali.
Yes.
If we play South Africa with this guy, approach the same way with the quality of players we have, I want to say it here. Hold me on this one, Kizzy.
Yeah.
We're going to beat South Africa convincingly. You remember the last AFCON, I think we lost about 2 or 3 citizens after that South African game. It was a very high-tense game. We almost lost that game. We were very lucky at the end of the day. Yeah. Let's be very frank, right? We're not the better side on play. On paper, perhaps, but on play, we are not. But with this guy, I'm certain, and if we can dispatch South Africa comfortably, who is Lesotho, who is Zimbabwe, who is Rwanda, that we will not comfortably dispatch? Okay, so we've been having our talks, you already know, right here in the studio. Ikechukwu is always doing justice. Love time. You want to talk more about this national team talk. And then Olamide also, I could say an in-house analyst, it doesn't work like that. He stands out. Yes, he's also here with us to do more. But Itoha, who has been doing justice to this talk, shooting sports reporter. You know, Itoha, your mouth is not too good. When you start to talk, if they talk and small, you be like, say it's sweet. Before you know, you don't knock there, not the year word. But thank you so much for being here with us. Let me ask you this last one before I leave you. What is the first thing Éric Chelle would do? What is the first thing you would advise? If you happen to be his agent, I'm just saying, or his tactical one of his managers that he'll be coming with, what is the first thing he needs to put in place with the national team now?
He has to build a friendly relationship with the players, because you and I know that if the players don't like you, if you're outside to the players, they would play against you. Yeah. You know, not like they don't know what to play, but they will play against you. We have examples of that even in our league, but I will not go there now. So let him build this friendly relationship with the players, and then again. Was it Olamide Ikechukwu that said that the NFF should support him? Let the NFF give him that free hand, you know, to decide what he wants as the coach of the team. So free hand. These two things, free hand, yes, free hand. If these two things are put in place, you know, on his side, the side of the NFF, I think that he will succeed. Yes. Quote me anywhere, it will succeed if these two things are put in place. Okay, Itoha, trust me, I would have loved to have you more so we can talk more. I know you have a lot to say, but let me leave you with this last one. Yes, we just heard about breaking about Iguavon and Ghana talk. Quickly, this one, we'll talk more about it often. But your reaction to Iguavon moving to Ghana national side? I think this shows that we don't value our own. And again, you know that you would agree with me that the Black Stars are really struggling, struggling with coach Ado. Yeah, they are struggling. So if I'm going to take charge of the Black Stars, it's a good one. It's a good one for him. I pray it succeeds. You know, it's our It's our father.
You two, they do
Our
Nigeria.
father.
Is our father? Which father? Is that your
No,
father?
it's okay. I wanted to say it's our brother.
You don't start.
Okay, it's our big
Nigeria.
brother.
Is our father. Is our father. They go. Don't worry. We'll talk about tomorrow. Thank you so much. I know one year again. It's our father. Be no worry. Thank you so much, Itohan. Great to have you on the show. We'll do more. Thank you so much. All right. Yes, guys in the studio. Yeah, thank you so much. Right. At this point, we need to go. But, Ikechukwu, I'd like to celebrate this man before I leave you. I sign you out. Celebrate him.
Give me water off my head.
Huh?
Give me water.
Before you celebrate him, you pour it off your head. Celebrate Ekuchel now. New coach.
Yes, sir. That's his new celebration style.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. We need to call it a close right here. Thank you so much, also Itohan, also for everyone who was part of the show. Please keep those comments coming. A whole lot of them here. Bob Cup time frame. We can't go on, but tomorrow, trust me, you know how I love to do on the show. We'll bring all of these things to you again. Your comments, we'll talk about it, and then from there we go on to let you know, guys. Thank you so much once again. But I'll leave you with these top stories while we call it a close. Tennis world, Djokovic joined by Andy Murray as a 10-time winner. Defending champion Jannik Sinner, 10-time defending winner again, Novak Djokovic, and world number 3 Carlos Alcaraz began the preparation for the 25th edition of the Australian Open. Another top stories out there in Formula 1 is Lewis Hamilton to succeed and also to supersede Max Verstappen in earning so much money you want to know. And lastly on the show, in the world of golf, season opener Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, watch on Shane Lowry, Ludwig Aberg, star at the Bay Golf Club. Thank you so much. This is where we have to draw the curtains close, and then we have to go call it a wrap on the show. I remain that man. My name is Kizzy K. Tomorrow will be a very great day. Tomorrow we'll talk more, and we'll confirm all of the news, and also we bring in more business analysts so they can do justice to all of this talk. I remain that man, the only football player without a jersey. Tomorrow I'll see you 11 a.m. Nigeria time. See you.